I told you my name is Fran. I am president of Springs Choice Welcome Service. And I have a question for everybody. Is there anybody that loves Colorado Springs here? Raise your hand if you love Colorado Springs. Who's new to Colorado Springs? Anybody new? Welcome to Colorado Springs. And those same people that are new, do you like Colorado Springs? Be honest with me. Raise your hands if you're new and like it. Raise your hands if you're new and you're not sure. Oh, that just me? Just me? I'm not new, but when I was, I didn't like Colorado Springs. I was forced to be here by the Air Force. I was stationed here in 1996, and I didn't have the best feeling about it when I first moved here. And it's kind of sad looking back now, because if you would have told me 23 years ago that I'd be welcoming people to the city with open arms, I would have told you were crazy, because I was not that person. I thought Springs was really too small for me. I grew up in San Diego, California, and I thought that this place didn't have a lot to offer me, and I was going to do my 4 years and get out. 4 years later, in 1999, I separated from the Air Force just so I can stay in Colorado Springs. So that just goes to show you what a quick turnaround I did in 4 years. And today I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I kind of already did, and then I'm going to talk to you about what I do and why I do it. And why I do it, I'm going to try not to cry, okay, guys? I'm not even kidding, okay? But what I do is I visit new residents in their homes. Has anybody ever had a home visit before from a welcome service? We got a couple. You have. And does anybody want to share their experience with that? Did you want to?
Well, I was in San Diego and bought a house, and they came in and had a big basket. It had a bunch of, I think it had a bunch of services and stuff. It was actually really nice. It made me feel welcome to the area.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so I love what I do because we make people's day when they're brand new to the Springs. We get to go in there and give them welcome. This is a real welcome basket. These are the real items that we have. And we provide them with civic material and goodies from local businesses, and we answer questions that they have about the city, and we try to help them with any transitions that they have. Like, for example, your husband got a job here, or your spouse, and now you're without a job because you moved here because they needed to move here. And now you're transitioning in that way, and you perhaps you moved here because your parents are ill, and you need to take care of them, and you don't know anything about it. That's why we're here. And I have a mini basket for my favorite question today. So whoever asks my favorite question, I'm going to give you a little mini basket today. Now I want to talk a little bit about why I do it. I kind of already touched on that, but I want to go into that a little further because it's what drives me to start it's what drove me to start this business. I'm a military spouse now, so yes, I was in the military, but now I'm a spouse, and I've moved in and out of Colorado Springs since '96. And whenever I moved, I've never had the service myself. So we had 4 people or so in here that had it, but I've never had it, and I've always would have loved to have had it. And so I kind of wanted to do treat others like the way you want to be treated, and I wanted to be welcomed so that I had information, because this city, though, makes my job really easy because it's awesome, because we have so many resources here. We have just the most amazing community, so it makes that job easy. But people, when they first move, they're often in a transition. They simply moved here because they just didn't know what else to do with themselves, and they threw a dart at a map and moved here. People move here, somebody in their family is sick, a child, a grandchild, I need to be closer to my grandkids, the job, there's lots of reasons why, and sometimes that brings emotions that I feel like we need to welcome them to the city so that they don't feel alone and isolated when they first get here, because it took me probably 6 months to even go into the mountains, guys, when I first got here, because I was so wrapped in my own little world. And I encourage people to go see the mountains and to actually experience Colorado Springs. And I tell them about the fun things to do so that they can start opening up and start loving Colorado Springs. Then they'll be more open to the other things. Well, at least that's what worked for me, and I'm hoping that it's working for other people. So, love what I do. I honestly feel like no offense to anybody, but I honestly feel like I have the best job in the world. So I think we're going to go ahead and open it up for questions. I'm sure you guys have a lot. And favorite question. Thank you.